Education is not the filling of pail, but the lighting of a fire. Welcome to EduScintilla, where learning shines brighter. Today, I am unveiling the brand new CBSE Class 9 Social Science syllabus for 2026 and 27. A syllabus that's not just about memorizing facts, but about thinking critically, connecting ideas, and preparing for real life. Stay with me till the end because I'll also share smart study strategies to ace this subject. So, let me introduce you to the syllabus 2026-27 Social Science. It's now competency based, inquiry oriented, and rooted in Indian knowledge systems. It integrates history, geography, political science, and economics to help students understand society, environment, economy, and governance. The new syllabus is not just like a previous one where we had four books separate for history, geography, political science, and economics. Now, these all are integrated in part 1 and part 2 textbooks. The focus is on skills like analyzing evidence, interpreting maps, questioning stereotypes, and applying concepts to real world issues. This isn't just a subject, it's a toolkit for becoming responsible citizens. You can see this document is also consist of curriculum goals and competencies. So let me brief you what is curriculum goal. Curriculum goals are based learning aims set for students at a particular stage of education. So they describe what the curriculum wants students to achieve overall. For example, understanding India's past, appreciating democracy, or analyzing the relationship between humans and the environment. Think of them as the destination of the learning journey. So you can see the list of curriculum goals over here. Go through in detail. So what you will be achieving at the end of this academic year. Then the competencies. Competencies are specific observable skills or abilities that students develop to reach these curriculum goals. So they are measurable achievements like interpreting maps, analyzing historical sources, explaining economic concepts, and evaluating environmental issues. Competencies are the steps and skills that help students reach the destination. So, curriculum goals are the big picture aims, the vision of what social science education wants to achieve. Competencies are the practical skills and abilities students must master to reach these goals. So, in short, goals are the destinations and competencies are the milestones along the way. There are 9 themes in part 1 and 7 themes in part 2. So, themes in part 1 and time allocation has been given here. So, themes in part 1, understanding social science. So, what is the concepts we are going to cover in this is meaning, scope, and relevance of social science, understanding social science from an Indian perspective. Then, theme 2, shaping of the Earth's surface. So, theory of plate tectonic, interior of the earth, role of weathering and erosion, landforms and disasters. So, where you can see this chapter includes competency 4.2. So, to know what is competency 4.2, you should go back to the competencies given in the previous page. So, you can have a look at here. So these are the competencies, competency 4.2. So here is competency 4.2. Explains important geographical concepts, characteristics of key landforms, their origin, and other physical factors of a region. So this is what we are going to achieve at the end of the chapter. Then coming to the next third theme of term 1, part 1, that is atmosphere and climate. So in this will be covering the concept of structure and composition, elements of weather and climate, seasons of India and monsoons, climate change and floods, carbon footprint. So here you can see the competencies covered. Have a look at the previous pages where competencies are given. So next, fourth one is early humans and beginning of civilization. So it's of 9 hours. Time allocated for this chapter is 9 hours. Then cultural development from 2 million years ago, early human history, periodization, archaeological ages, who are human ancestors, Paleolithic hunter gatherers, and Mesolithic, Neolithic, Harappan, and contemporary cultures, Mesopotamian, Egyptian, and Chinese civilizations. Then, state and society is the fifth theme, in which the concepts like Vedic age, administrative structure of the early empires, quest for knowledge, traders and trade routes, guilds and merchants, crafts and industries is given. Then sixth theme is democracy and allocated hours, time is 9 hours. So meaning, features and types of democracy, roots of democracy in India, challenges to democracy in India, democratic system in the world. Then the competencies covered are C for 5.1 and 5.2. Have a look at the competencies given in the previous pages. Then theme 7 is of elections, in which the concepts like factors of importance of elections, electoral system, delimitations, then election commission, then constituency, electoral rolls, enumerates, and party system in India, and see the competencies covered in this chapter. To know the more details, have a look at the previous pages. Next, moving on to theme 8, part 1, building blocks in economics. Time allocated is 7 hours. Scarcity of resources, opportunity cost, and the need for making choice, and what do economics do. In this, competency 8.2 is covered. Then also we cover what to produce, how to produce, and from whom to produce. Differences between market, centrally planned, and mixed economic systems, welfare economy. Then the last theme of the part 1 is the price puzzle, what drives the market. So laws of demand and supply, real world deviations from textbook theory, such as in case of necessity is luxury goods, perishable items, and expectations. So some related concepts, price ceiling and market failure. So part 2, there are 7 themes. The first theme in part 2 is oceans and life. In this chapter, the concept covered are introduction to ocean, relief, movement of ocean water, waves, tides and currents, marine resources and their significance, then cyclones and tsunamis, international maritime rules and regulations are covered in this chapter. Then theme 2 is life on earth. So time allocated is 7 hours. Biomes, so distribution and characteristics, forest and ecotourism, forest and wildlife conservation, government efforts to support forest dwellers. So have a look at the competencies and the outcomes. Then theme 3 of part 2 is resistance and resilience, safeguarding sovereignty, resistance, alliances and confederacies, development of art and architecture, languages and literature, the Bhakti tradition, forests, forts and fortifications, expansion of Indian economy and states. So have a look at the competencies and outcomes. Then theme 4 is India and the World 1, 1900 BCE to 1200 BCE. Time allocated today is 8 hours. Trade and commerce, trade with Mesopotamia, Greece, Roman Empire, China and Southeast Asia, cultural connections, interactions with Greece and Rome, Then Indian knowledge system, medicine, mathematics and astronomy, medicine, religion. So also have a look at the competences and outcomes. Then theme 5 of part 2 is authority. Time allocated is 10 hours. The roots of authority, constitutional status of justice and links the role of citizens with the elections and the democratic institutions, type of authority, functional, sensitive and welfare oriented. Also have a look at the competencies and outcomes. Theme 6 of part 2 is from ideas to startups. For time allocated is 8 hours. What is entrepreneurship and explain the resources required to start a business. Case studies of successful entrepreneurs, creative destruction with examples, startup ecosystem in India, Make in India initiative. So this is a quite new in social science and very well included in the syllabus, very helpful as well. So next, the last theme of part 2 is smart ways to manage your finance. Time allocated is 6 hours. Relevance of personal finance management in daily life, inflation and its impact on purchasing power, simple and compound interest rate, budgeting, various savings and investment options like fixed deposit, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. So you can see here the way the syllabus has been rationalized. So you can see there is no separation of history, geography, political science, and economics. They all are integrated. Now students have to integrate, and you also can notice that it is rooted with the Indian ancient existence. Then pedagogical highlights, hands-on learning like role plays, debates, map work, surveys, and field visits. Technology integration like satellite imagery, like a Bhuvan maps you can use, data analysis and multimedia integration in teaching pedagogy, values focuses, empathy, diversity, sustainability, and constitutional principles. Continuing with the internal assessment, it remains as usual the previous internal assessment pattern. So here we have a pen paper test, that is periodic assessment, so which is reduced to 5. Then multiple assessment includes quiz, debate, role play, viva voce, many more. You can have a look at this. So it is for 5 marks. Subject enrichment activity, so project work, interdisciplinary project should be given. It should be of 5 marks. Then portfolio, including classroom work done and reflections, narrations, journals, achievements of the students in the subject throughout the year, participation of the students in different activities like heritage, India quiz, etc. So that is of 5 marks. So total marks is of 20 internal marks, and 80 marks is going to be the term end marks. Then here you can see the prescribed textbook. There are part 1 and part 2 NCRT yet to be released. So this syllabus is designed not just to teach but to transform the way students see the world. So as I informed you earlier, the study tips for students here are: use flowcharts and concept maps to connect ideas, practice map pointing and data interpretation regularly, relate topics to current events like democracy, elections, climatic change. It can happen if you have a habit of reading newspaper. You all might be knowing the government of Karnataka has made it compulsory that students have to read newspaper every day. So you will get all the updates and it will help you for competency based learning. Engage in group discussions and projects for deeper understanding. And this shouldn't be just like copy paste. You have to involve, you have to discuss, you have to do survey, you have to observe, learn, collect secondary information, and compile and connect and learn. So that gives you a meaningful learning. If you want to know the syllabus of other subjects, it's very simple. Just open the CBSE website, type CBSE in Google search, and the first link you can click on, where you land on the main page, and then you click on academic website. So there you can see the option curriculum. When you place your cursor on the curriculum, you will get curriculum 2026-27. Click on it. So then we have a secondary curriculum, grade 9 and grade 10 as well. So if you want to know the details of pattern of exam assessment, so you can click on initial pages. If you want a language related syllabus, you can click on languages and click on the subject you want. So here you can see all the subject curriculum has been given. Then if you click on main subject, you will get all the main subject curriculum available in this portal. Then optional subjects, where you have many optional subjects, so whichever is applicable to you, you can click on it and you will get the details, and kindly go through and prepare well yourself. So the aim of education is not only to prepare us for exams, but to prepare us for life. So this new syllabus of grade 9 for the academic year 2026-27 aligned with NEP 2020, a journey through history, geography, political science, and economics that shapes us into thoughtful citizens. If you want the syllabus copy or any particular theme or chapters to refer for your preparation, you can type your message in the comment box. We'll get back to you. Join Telegram group for the reference materials or question papers for the help. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe to EduScintilla for more insightful breakdowns. So, study hacks and exam strategies. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you.